Okay, I understand that, and I understand that you support the Republican Party. And supporting the Republican Party, it's common sense and law and order.
Amen.
And law and order, especially in a city like Detroit, is needed. It's needed, and I'm very pleased to know that you have been an exemption, your co-workers and your friends, persecutors, because I heard that from other people in the same environment, in the same area. Now let's go to your next step. This was your actual step that brought you here. On the other side, you have been attached to the Republican Party from your young years. You have been a member of the youth of the Republican Party here in Michigan. Now, why are you running for Congress now? And what do you hope you can accomplish?
Yeah, so I've been involved with the party as a young Republican. I graduated college. I was a president of my university. I went to a conservative Catholic college in Indiana called Holy Cross, came back home, joined the Republican Party, Raphael. So I knocked doors, made phone calls, help elect good conservative candidates to public office. And I always look at integrity and character and virtue when I get behind people. And I believe that the Republican Party reflects God's values, reflects my values, reflects my family's values. And to be honest with you, Raphael, I think if Albanians were to sit down and really think about who they are and what they stand for and where they come from and the family background that they believe in, because Albanians are huge. A lot of them are in faith and family and work ethic. Well, those values align with the conservative Republican Party. And so that's why I joined the Republican Party. And I'm honored, Raphael. I mean, I'm the first Republican to announce less than a year out for the 10th District, United States House of Representatives 10th District. And to say that there's an Albanian knocking on the door of the halls of Congress, I think it's history for us to get up to this point, given my family's background. Just 2 generations ago, my grandfather was herding sheep in Mudsi, and now that his grandson's running for Congress, that is unbelievable. And that story is only possible in America, where you can rise to become a prosecutor and then turn around and run for U.S. Congress. And so I'm thankful, but we're not going to rest on those titles. We're going to win.
So you have a typical Albanian name, last name, Lulgjuraj. Somebody told me that, here's Lulgjuraj, it is a recognizable name. It's a recognizable name here if you say Lulgjuraj, or Americans have difficulty pronouncing, but they know that's Albanian.
Yeah, Fisin Math is Lulgjuraj, so there's a lot of Lulgjurajs in Macomb County. And I think my last name is a positive. Now, if I was in a rural district, or a more spacious district where I can't get around to all the voters and introduce myself, it would be a problem, Raphael. But we're in Macomb County, and this congressional district is the most ethnic and diverse congressional district in the state of Michigan. And so a lot of people have visited Albanian businesses, have Albanian neighbors, have gone to school with Albanians, and there's a lot of other ethnicities, Balkan, European, Arabic ethnicities, and so I believe strongly that my last name and my heritage will play well in this district.
So it will play well and should be recognizable.
And the party's familiar with me, Raphael, right? So it's not like, I'm running for the first time. They know my last name. They know my character. They know that, I'm American. I'm as pro-American as it gets. I believe in America first. But I also have an ethnic heritage and an ethnic background that I'm also proud of as well.
All are here immigrants. America is a melting pot of every ethnicity. And now, what personal experiences have you or have most influenced your politic beliefs and public service goals, both being a prosecutor and now expressing your intention to be in the Congress?
Yeah, I think my whole life was like led up to this point. It starts with faith, with belief in God. I was raised like that. Then my family, growing up in the nuclear family, always trying to protect that. And after faith, family, work ethic, I was always raised to have an affinity to America, to be a patriot for America, to be thankful to what America's offered all of us and my family. And so I stand, really strong on that family bedrock. And actually, we need to protect Raphael. I mean, America, I think Donald Trump saved America, but now we have to defend America. And we have to defend family values.
Can you elaborate more on this?
Well, sure.
This thesis.
I think prior to Donald Trump coming in, we had a lot of social and economic issues. A lot of confusion. We have these schools that I think that they indoctrinate our children instead of educate. We have males that dress as females and go into women's bathrooms. We castigate or make fun of people that have faith, that promote faith, that believe in the nuclear family, that believe in raising their children with some sort of value system and moral compass. So I think our educational system was under attack. I think families were under attack. I think going against natural law and God's law and basic biology is disgusting.
Or we can put this in a word, common sense.
Common sense, yeah. It's all common sense. And economically, we were struggling the last 4 years. I think we had a president that really was asleep at the wheel. And that's not being derogatory, that's the truth. Mentally and physically failed ailment-wise. And so thank God, by the grace of God, we were able to get President Donald Trump elected. The American people saw through it, and they saw through all the frivolous persecutions. And I actually know the difference between a real prosecution and a frivolous one. Mm-hmm. And they tried to disparage him, but he still pushed forward. And so, to be honest with you, Raphael, I think the Republican Party has let me down and let a lot of Americans down. I'm more than a Republican, I'm an America First Republican. I'm a Donald Trump Republican. And it's a new common sense party, and it's a party that helps secure the border, and it's a party that helps put American workers first, and American families first, and American policy first, and American manufacturing first. And for the first time, I think we had a president that woke up every day putting his fists in the air and trying to stand up for blue-collar Americans, and that's exactly what the 10th district is. It's a blue-collar district, and it deserves, I think, to be represented by someone that comes from a blue-collar family like I do, mm-hmm. that actually lives in the district, because as far as I can tell and I can garner, all the people that are running or thinking about running for this district are not born and raised in this district. So I'm the only true one that is, and I'm going to get that message out to the voters. Yes. And I think they're going to see that genuineness and passion for me. And so I'm proud to be an America First Republican, and I'm going to be proud to support Donald Trump when I get in the halls of Congress, because when I support him, I'm also supporting the people in the district.
Do you ever thought of getting an endorsement from President Trump after the first internal election in the Republican Party? Have you thought about that?
Yeah, so if we make it through the primary, President Trump is going to endorse us, but I hope that Donald Trump is watching Albanian TV of America when this airs, so he knows that I'm going to be the #1 defender of his agenda every single day in the halls of Congress, and there's not going to be a better fighter for the America First agenda than I am. And he can go to bed at night knowing that the 10th Congressional District is going to have a U.S. representative that votes in line with his value system and the America First value system. And I'm never going to sell out Donald Trump, and I'm never going to sell out the American people. And we need a new generation of leadership, because President Trump, Raphael, is on his last term. And so we need young, articulate, intelligent, conservative fighters to pick up the work that he's trying so hard to get done and run beside him.
And I'm sure here it is one.
1,000%.
Okay. Now we are digging a little bit in the 10th district. So the 10th district is the district I live to. So I know the problems that we have in the district. I know the issues. I know the constituents in this area. And what are three main issues facing the Michigan 10th Congressional Districts today?
First, we're going to start off with, as I've gotten out and spoken to voters, particularly, even now, but particularly last election, the American people want border security.
Okay.
And the American people want legal immigration.
Okay.
And we had an open border under the Biden administration. We had 1.9 million people cross into the border that came into the country illegally. And that's a huge national security issue. We don't know who these people are. They're not vetted. And it's a huge tax or cost on the American taxpayers.
Okay.
There's reports that say we spent about $150 billion on illegal immigration, and that includes housing, health care, jailing illegal immigrants that have committed crimes. And then another huge problem that people don't talk about, Raphael, we lose, over the course of, under Biden, hundreds of thousands of people have died through fentanyl overdose. And a majority of fentanyl comes through the southern border. And so if we don't secure that southern border, we're going to lose more of our daughters and our sons. So we have to secure the southern border, make sure fentanyl is not coming across. And I believe firmly in, if you don't have a border, you don't have a country.